gonadal and placental hormones. तो ये gonadal and placental hormones जो है तुम्हारा that consist of hormones which are produced from gonads and placenta. So here in the picture you can see from the ovary, basically progesterone, androsterone, estrogen, and inhibin. But here in androsterone, it is androstenedione. Okay. So these four hormones are secreted from the ovary, from the female reproductive system. While in the case of male, from testis, androgens, estradiol, and inhibin, these three hormones are secreted. When we are talking about the uterus in pregnant animal, that is prolactin and relaxin. Okay. And from placenta, that is the very basic by which this progesterone, estrogen, HCG, or in case of human, human placental lactogen, and as well as inhibin are produced. So when we are making some conversation regarding the primary hormone, regarding the male, that is testosterone. So this testosterone, these are steroid hormones, and they are importantly having the role in development of the male reproductive system, because these testosterone, they matures the sperm cells and also responsible for the secondary sex characteristics, like when an animal comes in their adolescence, their voice becomes depend. The body hair will come in vision, and you can say also the muscle mass, especially the muscle mass will also increased during a certain time when the animal gets their puberty. So this testosterone is a very important organ, important hormone for the male reproductive system or say organ, especially in the testes. So this testosterone, these are also produced in the female ovaries, but at a reduced level, very low, in low quantity. So in addition, these testes, they produce the peptide hormone inhibin. In addition with these testes, they produce peptide hormone. And this inhibin, they inhibit, as per their name, they are inhibiting the secretion of follicular stimulating hormone. Okay, because these FSH stimulates spermatogenesis. But once the sperms were formed, then again this inhibin, they inhibit the FSH, and further genesis of sperms were have to be checked. So the primary hormones produced by the ovaries, that are estrogens, and these consist of estradiol, and estrone. So these are the subunits, and these estrogens, they play an important role in a larger number of physiological processes. That also includes the development of the female reproductive system, as well as they also regulate the menstrual cycle, and they also develop the female secondary sex characteristics, like increase in the adipose tissue or the breast tissue, and also they are fed, they have fed for the maintenance of pregnancy, because during the pregnancy so many changes will occur in the female animal's body. So these estrogens, they are just maintaining the pregnancy and take care of their offspring after the parturition. And at the same time, they are also preparing the female animal, the pregnant animal, for their pregnancy and for parturition. So another significant ovarian hormone is progesterone. and this will contribute to the regulation to menstrual cycle, or you can say estrous cycle in animal, and is important in preparing the body for pregnancy as well as maintaining pregnancy, because this estrous cycle or the menstrual cycle is the cycle which continues in a female for a specific time, and this will create, or this will just regulate the whole aspect regarding the ovaries, whatever the secretion, what is their fate, and it is in the um, revolving feature. I mean to say, in one stage, the follicles have to stimulate, then they will secrete, then either they will get fertilized with some sperms, or they will just denied. Mean to say, if the fertilization will occur, then the female will get pregnant. Otherwise, the cycle will continues after the uh, anestrus period. So this progesterone is also known as the pregnancy hormone. So the granulosa cells of the ovarian follicle, this produce inhibin. So as in males, they inhibit the secretion of FSH. And during the initial stage of pregnancy, an organ called the placenta that develops within the uterus. Okay. And what do these placenta? They just supplies oxygen and nutrients to the fetus. At the same time, they also excretes waste products and produces and secretes estrogens and progesterones so as to maintain the uh, exact position and proportion of the female one. So this placenta, they also produces HCG in case of humans as well. So this is a picture of this placenta having various cells and their workout. So we can have this picture, this maternal spiral arteries. Okay, so these are just adjoins with the fetal arteries by the trophoblast giant cells and spongiotrophioblasts. Okay, they are also having some glycogen cells in maternal part, and that is also known as decidua. That is, they have a immune tolerance. So these trophoblast giant cells and spongiotrophoblast, these are the junctional zone, and they just participate as endocrine crosstalk. Mean to say, whatever the hormones that are secreted from the maternal or from the placental part, that have to be interchanged with these junctional zone. At the same time, there is a this is the labyrinth zone that is responsible for the exchange of nutrients as well as for the excreta or the waste products. So these are the myometrium under which these all placental things will kept on. And this is the primordial germ cells which is present in the placenta itself. So when we're talking about the maternal blood, so certain organelles are there which are responsible for the maintenance of this crosstalk or the exchange or interchange between the maternal and placental aspect. That are the cytotrophoblasts, syncytiotrophoblasts, fetal endothelium, and this fetal blood. So one part is from the maternal blood, and there is the fetal blood. So in between these cross-junctional part are cytotrophoblast, syncytotrophoblast, and fetal endothelium. So this will just make a boundary, or you can say they just differentiate the maternal blood to the fetal blood. So regarding the SCG hormone that promotes progesterone and synthesis and reduces the mother's immune function to protect the fetus from immune rejection. So this SCG in the case of human is also required to maintain the immune system because the mothers have some other immune function, but the fetus have some other. But to maintaining, because there are some conversation that we can't see, but there is some conversation is going on every time because exchange of nutritions as well as of the excreta or the waste materials are going on always or happening always. So to maintain this uh, microclimate and the immune system, the rejection or the acceptance should be maintained. And this is the responsible for, this will be responsible with the PMSG in the condition of mare or SCG in case of humans. So basically what happens, they will promote progesterone and they just maintain this, all the systems. So this HCG in human, they also secrete human placental lactogen, that is HPL. And these plays a role in preparing the breasts for lactation and relaxing. Okay. So this is a thought that to help soften and widen the public symphysis in preparation for childbirth. Okay. So this pubic symphysis, it is important because that is with the help of this, the childbirth can be accepted. So relaxin is a also important thing at during the parturition. So we have to keep this in mind. So regarding so many gonads these gonads, they have so many hormones which are associated with these gonads, and this is a table which shows which type of hormone they are and what are the effects. So regarding the testis, so when we are talking about this testis, testosterone and inhibin, there are two type of basic hormones. So testosterone is the steroidic nature and inhibin is protein in nature. Only this inhibin is exceptional, which is a protein hormone and secreted from an reproductive system. Otherwise, almost all the hormones which are secreted or synthesized from the reproductive tract, that is consist of steroidic in nature. So these testosterone, they are just stimulates development of male secondary sex characteristics and the production of sperm. While these inhibins, they inhibit follicular stimulating hormone and just maintain the level of testosterone and progesterone. So regarding ovaries, they uh, just are associated with estrogen and progesterone, and these are the steroid hormones which stimulate the development of female secondary sex characteristics and also prepare the female for uh, their parturition. Likewise, placenta, they have HCG, that is a protein hormone, protein in nature, and they promote progesterone synthesis during pregnancy. And at the same time, they also inhibit some immune response against fetus, if uh, there it is. So, uh, at last, what is a glossary? Being estrogen, that is the class of predominantly female sex hormones, and they are important for the development and growth of the female reproductive tract, as well as secondary sex characteristics, the female reproductive cycle, and the maintenance of pregnancy. So this inhibin, they are hormone, protein hormone, which are secreted by the male and female gonads, and they inhibit FSH production by the anterior pituitary in case of male, and in case of female, they just prepare for the parturition and also checks the action of or the secretion of progesterone. Likewise, this progesterone, they are predominantly female sex hormone and important in regulation of female reproductive cycle, and also it is said to be the hormone of pregnancy because they maintains the pregnancy. Likewise, the last hormone, that is the testosterone. These are the steroid hormones and secreted by the male testes, and they are very much important in the maturation of sperm cells, growth and development of male reproductive system. They also develop the secondary male sex characteristics. So this is a very important hormone, that testosterone. So almost